This tutorial will walk you through how to use the mashup feature we have within Blackboard itself. So I'm going to go to my setup page, which is sample mashup that I've already set up. And all you have to do is just click on create an item on your left to create your mashup. And you'll notice it's just going to create a regular content folder. And that's where I want you to go to build content. If you look, there are several things or several features that we have. We've actually paid extra for this in Blackboard. Flickr, which are photos, SlideShare, and YouTube. And these are the two that most faculty use the most. Here's the great news. Once you learn how to use YouTube videos, you're also learning how to use SlideShare. They operate in the same way. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click YouTube video, which is a mashup. Meaning that essentially what's happening is that a product is mashing up with YouTube, and that's where they coined the word mashup. So I went ahead and clicked YouTube, and the display option will come up. One of the things that I would recommend, even before you click on the YouTube mashup, is to actually go to YouTube. You can go to YouTube initially, and sorry it took so long, and you can actually select your video already. And you can really just plug it in. And so all you have to do is copy the YouTube address and hit go. And sometimes it'll pull up this way and sometimes it won't. But this is one of the easiest ways. Give the YouTube address and it'll pop right in. Okay. And again, sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. So here's one way. First, just see if in fact the video will pop in. Okay. From the copied URL address. If it does, I'll show you this is method one. Just go ahead and click select since you have already previewed it. And then it'll ask you for a couple of features. You can actually put a note to your students. For example, if it's a homework assignment, you can type watch this video and do X, Y, and Z with it, right? There's an assignment associated with it and the points and so forth. You also have two display options, or really it's more than two. There's actually thumbnail, text link, or embed. So really what I would tell you to do is to use either thumbnail, which will show it very small, and that when the user wants to view it, they can click it, or you can actually embed it on the page. The only difference is that one will show the player links and the other will not. So I'm going to show you both ways, and we can look at the differences here. I always say show URL. That's important because let's say the video stops working for whatever reason your students say they can't see it. If you click show URL, it will show the actual, let me put it out here, URL link so that the students can simply click that and go right to YouTube. So they don't have to really bother you about saying they can't see it. Okay. Also, track number views is also recommended, so you can track to see if your students actually went to the page to view the video. And then just click submit. And again, we're going to look at the thumbnail version of this first. So that's how the thumbnail version looks, and if we click watch video, this is what your students will see. Okay. Some teachers like this, some teachers, because it doesn't take up that much space, but some teachers don't like it because the video shows pretty small. So if you want to have more, space, you might want to show a larger video, just go back to build content. You go to YouTube video, plug in your address, hit go. Remember, sometimes this works, sometimes it doesn't work. Click select. And we're going to do the same thing we just did a few minutes ago, except we're going to select a different viewing style. So instead of thumbnail, let's go ahead and embed the video. Don't forget, still show your URL and track your views. And you'll see the difference. So I'm going to go ahead and submit that. And you can see the difference. And plus, you can actually, if I go back into edit mode here, we'll actually be able to manipulate the size of the video on the page. So I can actually click on the video and I can make sure you guys can see this, I can pull this out and increase the size, hopefully, of my video. There we go. I'm just dragging. I'm holding down my mouse, my left click on my mouse, and I'm pulling the video out, and I can go ahead and hit submit. So there's no right way or wrong way. to do this, you can just play around with it and basically use. But remember one thing, and that is to always show the link for your students, so they have two ways of accessing the information. Now I'm going to show you how to do this when you don't have the link, or maybe the link is not working, but you know what you're looking for. So you're just going to do a regular search. So I'm going to search for something that I know should be out on the web. And this way we're just going to do a broad search. If I hit go, it's going to pull up everything in YouTube, well, mostly everything in YouTube that falls under that category. And I got lucky because it's the first video. So you can search generally that way. If you have the full title, it's best to use the actual title. You notice here I use an abridged version, but if you know what you're looking for, put the full title and hopefully it'll populate. If not, there are 14 pages, as you can see here, and you have to go through and search them all. That's why I say it's always better to know what exactly you're looking for, so you don't spend a lot of time searching and searching and searching for videos. Also, I will say that when you use mashups to search, sometimes it doesn't display everything that you would see if you just went to YouTube. So I would recommend, if you're looking, like you're in the fact-finding mode, you're looking for biology videos, you're looking for cosmetology videos, then I would start on YouTube first and save my links and then bring it over in titles. So again, once you do it, you do the same thing. We'll just do this very quickly because I know you already know this. This is just to review. We click select. One thing I will say, if you've never seen the video before, it's extremely important to watch the entire video, because unless you know and you're familiar with the content, you never know what's out on YouTube. So just be very careful. Always watch it from beginning to end. You want to check for language, video content. Again, click yes for the URL and yes for the track view. This time we're going to select thumbnail and it goes in. So that's it. I hope that this brief tutorial has been helpful and it helps you to better engage your students online.